Do you know the concept of CAGR, compounded annual growth rate? I'll explain. Let's say you are investing 100 rupees at the end of year 1. By end of year 2, it is growing to 150 rupees. By end of year 3, it is growing to 180 rupees. Now if you see, you can understand that 100 has grown to 180. There is an overall growth of 80 rupees. 80 on 100 means 80%. 80% divided by 2 years time gap means 40% per annum. That's how the layman will do. But here we should not do it in that way, because here the time period, time value, everything have to be taken into consideration. Okay. And what we have to realize is this 100 investment is happening at the end of the year 1. So this is end of year 2, this is end of year 3. So actually it is 2 years timeline. Okay. Now let's see how things are actually working here. This 100 has grown to 150. There is a 50% growth. This 150 has grown to 180. There is a 30% growth. So these growth rates are actually uneven. What you want to know is at what rate this 100 has grown to 180 over a period of 2 years. That's it. You don't want to put your head into what is the first year growth rate, what is the second year growth rate. Here we were able to do this because it is just 2 years information. Imagine it is 10 years information, then calculating for 10 years, it will be a boring task and not required. So in those cases only CAGR comes handy. What CAGR will do is it will calculate the growth rate compounded annually as if the cash has grown uniformly. What do I mean by that? That is, if that 100 rupees is invested at some X percentage, it will get you some value. That is the value at year 1. If that year 1 value is invested at the same X%, that will give you another value in year 2. Okay. So that X%, which is going to be uniform, is called as CAGR. There is a mathematical formula for this. CAGR is actually calculated as final value divided by initial value raised to the power 1 by n minus 1. In this case, if you note, the final value is 180, initial value is 100. The time period is 2 years, so 1 by 2 minus 1. So it is actually 1.80 raised to the power 0.5 minus 1. And if you calculate this, it will be like 1.3416 minus 1. So we are getting the picture. 34.16% is the CAGR. That is, if this investment is growing at the rate of 34.16%, then over a period of 2 years, it will become 180. I'll show you that also. Year 1, 100. If that is invested at 34.16%, the final value at the end of year 1 is going to be, at the end of year 2 is going to be 134.16. We are starting at the end of year 1. At the end of year 2, it is 134.16. Now, I invest that 134.16 at 34.16%. So at the end of year 3, the value is going to be 180. Are you able to see this now? We started with 100. The cash flows were like this: 100 becoming 150, 150 becoming 180. It is uneven. So if it is growing at uniform rate, then 100 will become 134.16. 134.16 will become 180. This is what CAGR measures. So why this counts? See, you are not bothered about what different rates it has given in several periods in the past. You want to know on an average what is the growth rate, and that is delivered to you effectively by CAGR. If you wish to learn many more concepts like this in the world of accounting, finance, costing, entrepreneurship, and so on, I invite you to join our strategic finance membership. Yes, it's a membership program that will teach you finance, accounting, costing, business finance, and so on, right from basics up to advanced discussions. It's a membership program where you will get access not only to pre-recorded courses and ebooks, but you can also attend all our live classes. So if you are a finance professional, if you are a business owner, or if you are a finance student, this membership program is the right fit for you. Comment SFM, I'll send you the details.